Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy. We're back with FM23 and IFK Goteborg and a chance for another trophy today. It's a cup final, we're against AIK. We defeated Malmö in the semi-finals, so we're going for a third Swedish Cup of the series. Can we add this to the league title we won back at the end of last year? We'll find out today, but if you're enjoying the videos, as always, drop a like, leave comments, subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on, check out the second channel down below, and let's jump into it. Last time it was a draw. We dropped points at home against Djurgården. We weren't particularly good. Mattia got the early goal for us. Schumann equalised for the away side early in the second half, so we had to set off with just a draw. Didn't have any problem getting 3 points in the next game though. We hosted Trelleborgs and it was 1-0 after 28 minutes. Fredrik Nissen scored from the set piece. And then less than 5 minutes later, he did it again from the other side. Nissen with a brace from corners. 2 goals. We made it 3-0 on the hour. It was Eric Andre playing a part in the goal. Played it to Elias Hagen. Hagen with the ball to Mattia, who has a simple tap in inside the 6-yard box. It's 3-0. And then we scored a fourth in the 84th minute. Mattia went for the ball into the box. It was cleared very, very poorly. It fell to Leslie Peters and he unleashed a strike to make it 4-0. And then we hosted Landskrona, the side that were the only side to beat us last season. We were unbeaten the whole season, apart from the penultimate game where we lost. And these guys put up a fight once again and scored just before half-time. Udenas with the ball to Atola. Landskrona 1-0 up just before half-time. We equalised on the hour. Olivieri to Melvin Berg. Matzier with a finish, and we did manage to get it to 1-1. And then it was 2-1 to Landskrona. Masuza with the header, 72 minutes, we were 2-1 down. These side have really given you some trouble at the moment. And we really didn't deserve to do what we did to them. In the 94th minute, we equalised. Matzier setting up Hugo de la Cruz, and it is 2-2 with 93.5 minutes gone. And then unbelievably, we got the winner in the 95th minute. Berg with the interception, Matzier to de la Cruz, and then de la Cruz with a through ball. Leslie Peters, it's off the post, he has another pop, it's in. 95th minute, and we beat them 3-2 somehow. And then away from home against Degerfors, we struggled once again, and it was an amazing start by Degerfors, and they led after just 20 seconds. Davidovic holding onto the ball, fighting off Sourdogo, pulls it back for Muller. 22 seconds on the clock and Degerfors are 1-0 up. After 2 disallowed goals, we did finally manage to equalise on the hour. Diagna making a brilliant run, setting up Olivieri. Olivieri scores, and it is 1 goal apiece, but it took a while. And Degerfors managed to get back in front again. Then in the 75th minute, Augustinsen with a really odd clearance. Davidovic came onto the ball, and he put them back in front again, 2-1. And for the second game in a row, we had to rescue points in injury time. We had to settle for just 1 this time, though. But Diagna set up Olivieri for another goal. It finished 2-2. We've had 2 very lucky escapes there. And then we were away against Elfsborg, a difficult game here and a game that was very, very close. And it was 1-0 with 65 minutes on the clock. Olivieri scoring once again. He's in good form at the moment. And once again, we had to settle for just a point. Luc Leroux setting up Söderberg. Great strike, low strike. 86th minute, it's 1-1. After that, we were at home against Värnamo, a much more routine game for us. Olivieri setting up a goal this time with Kulikov playing ahead of Matzier. 8 minutes gone, it's 1-0. We doubled the lead after 23 minutes. Jacob Ondrejka with the ball, managing to fight off the defenders. Elias Hagen scores to double our lead. And with 33 minutes on the clock, we scored a third. Ondrejka with the ball. Kulikov finds it and gets his second goal of the game. And it's 3-0 before half-time. The visitors did manage to pull a goal back in the second half. 66 minutes gone. And it was Zelikovic with this assist. And, of course, who scored it? Stopper. He always scores against us. I'm not making the joke for a third time. Do not worry. So our unbeaten run is somehow intact, but we had a couple of very narrow escapes there. We were 2-1 down against Landskrona in the 94th minute, and we managed to score 2 late goals to get 3 points, and then left it late against Degerfors as well. So we've escaped a couple of times there, still unbeaten, but actually not top of the table. Malmö after 12 games are 1 point ahead with 9 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss. And Djurgården's are level on points with us as well. 9 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats. So definitely a 3-horse race at the moment. But today we're focusing on the cup. We have the final. We're against AIK. We defeated Sirius and Malmö to get here. AIK sort of Degerfors and Kalmar. But before we get into the final, a little bit of a treat for you. I've gone out and I've got myself some faces for some of our first team new gens. Refabile Matzi is the first one that we got. I thought he deserved to be first because he's been so good for us, but he now has a face. I've also done the same for Jaime Zagalar. He now has a face as well, the 20-year-old Spanish defender. And I've also got one for Abdulaziz Sawadogo as well. So the way that I've done this is I've used AI, an AI program specifically called Imagine AI, to generate faces for these players, and then I've put them into the game. There's a link in the description to a video by Clayts where he shows you how he does it. He uses a program called Midjourney, which is very popular in terms of AI. And there's also a link to some tweets by someone on Twitter, or X now, called Jenna FFM, where she's also used Midjourney and ChatGPT to generate faces for her players. So those are the two inspirations I got for doing this, and I think it just adds a bit more personability to those outstanding new gens that we get throughout the save. And I'll be doing some more as time goes by as well. I think Peters will definitely get one soon. Anyone that sort of breaks into the first team in terms of new gens will be getting a face. With that out of the way, let's jump into the cup final and see if we can win the trophy for a third time. Now in team news, Peñalosa is out with fractured ribs, going to miss 3 to 4 weeks. Melvin Berg's just coming back from injury himself, so he's not going to play today. Bungsbo also not fully fit, so he will miss out. So the team, Dahlberg in goal, Larkesh, Zagalar, Nissen and Hausner the back four. Zagalar and Nissen both playing centre back because Bungsbo is not fully fit. Kalle Hansen's not really good enough anymore, so I don't think he's going to play a great deal. So that means that Adam Cullen will play boarding midfielder. Peters keeps his place, he's been doing well, keeps Hagen on the bench. Diagno's on the left, Ondrejka's on the right. Olivieri and Kulikov retain their places up top. Matzi has been in fine form, but the past couple of games he has really disappointed. He's got 12 and 12, he's brilliant. But past couple of games, he's just not really been there. But do you know what? I trust him today. I'm going to give him the nod ahead of Kulikov. We'll have on the bench as that impact sub if we need it. We only get 7 subs, so we've got to be very careful about who we pick. But we've got Sawadogo, Augustinsson, Kuzu, Andre, Hagen, Boucher, Kulikov. Right, I'm expecting a performance here. Hopefully we can win it, and hopefully we can win it in 90 minutes. We don't want to be worrying about fitness at any point, really. Here we go. In the Friends Arena, let's kick off another cup final. Last season, we lost the final to Malmö. Hopefully this time we can get the win and get ourselves another trophy. Switched up to positive. We're dominating the possession in the early 10 minutes. Here's Leslie Peters and here's Malay Diagna. Matzier on the ball now. And we're doing well in the possession here. Carlen staying forward. That's a good ball for Olivieri and it's a good shot, but Lund's equal to it. Okay, I've actually had more shots than this in this game, but yet to find the target, although we've only hit the target once ourselves. And the possession, while it was us in control, has dropped down a bit. And we've got a corner kick here, 28 minutes gone. Ondrejka's with it. Headed away. And here's Dumas Jr. And AIK, again, they've got lots of people behind the ball there, but now they're starting to spread out. Here's Lund, the goalkeeper. And will he go long here? No, he'll go short to Veerman. Dotor to Modesto. Thorvaldsen to Depardo. And this is good build-up by AIK. Dotor. Thorvaldsen. Cater. This is worrying for us. Can we deal with it? No, we can't. Thorvaldsen's got the ball. He's gone for goal. It's off target. And that was a scary one. Don't let them create too much like that. I'm going to go for a demand more shout. And that's really worked, actually. Ondrejka's got a free kick here. 34th minute. Olivieri at the far post. Can't keep it down. Corner kick with Peters. 3 minutes to go of the first half. Headed away by the defender. Here's Olivieri. Hausner. It's been a pretty poor game so far, honestly. I think there's been one shot on target for us over both sides. So it hasn't been a great first half. Larkesh to Peters. Oh, and he's lost the ball there and he's given it away. Here's Thorvaldsen and here's Dumas Jr. and it's Ring. Is he going to run rings around the defenders? No, he goes for goal. Eric Ring gives AOK the lead late in the first half. That all came from Leslie Peters giving the ball away in midfield. And Thorvaldsen was the player coming forward. Dumas Jr. there as well. And it was Mr. Ring here. I mean, it's a great strike, but we gave the ball away cheaply. And look at those stats for the first half. One shot on target each. Not a great first half in the slightest. I'm going to push up the lines a bit because we need to put a bit more pressure on them. We haven't really created anything yet. We've had like 11 shots at goal, but they haven't really been good enough. So I'm hoping for a good second half here. We'll start it. I'm going to go for a fire-up shout, and we'll see if we can get back into this game. Because we've been keeping the ball well, our passing's good, but we're not really doing good enough in the final third. 11 shots and 1 on target is not good. But here's Matzier and here's Diagna. This is a good start, but it's headed away. And it's Cater to Veerman now. Volkov and AOK just playing it around the back at the moment. Looking for that opening. Ring to Thorvaldsen, and they might get it here, but Nissen has done well to cover that. Here's Ziad Larkesh to Peters. Diagna to Mathieu, and that's a good ball for Olivieri. He can get there first, and he puts the ball in there, and it's 1-1 less than 4 minutes into the second half. I've got to say that goal's been coming from us. We've been doing well in the possession. Our passing's been good, and I think it was just a matter of time before we would find the net, and we've done so here. Malay Diagna with the ball to Mathieu, and a really smart pass through to Olivieri. He beats the keeper to the ball, fires it in to equalise. Subs could be coming in. We are an hour into the game. Diagna's struggling and not doing too well. Ondrejka has been pretty poor today. I think we will make some changes with 63 minutes on the clock. Ondrejka's had a pretty rough game today. Eric Andre is going to come on for the right-hand side. I'm also going to take off Carlen, and I'm going to put Manas Kuzu in that ball in midfielder spot. Carlen's another player like Johansson that I don't really think is good enough for our side anymore. And our defenders are starting to get a bit tired themselves as well. We've got 15 minutes to go. And AIK have a free kick here with Durmaz. Can we keep this out of the net? We'll see. At the moment, we could be heading to extra time. There's 15 minutes to go. Ball's with DiPardo. Here's Durmaz again. And he's gone for goal. How has that sneaked in? Dahlberg has not done it there. And yeah, not good. AIK back in front, 2-1. Came from the free kick. Durmaz's set piece was cleared away. Only as far as DiPardo though. Durmaz with the ball and Dahlberg beaten there. That's not good enough. Going to make some changes up top. Olivieri is going to come off. Kulikov's going to come on. And we'll make a defensive change as well. Hausner's going to come off. Saradogo is going to come on. Please don't let us lose another cup final. I thought we were going to do well here. And we're in the last 10 minutes. And I really don't want us to lose another final. I really don't. We've got 5 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Oh, Kulikov has beaten the defender to the ball here. He's fresh on from the bench. And he's put the ball in there and got us back into it. It's 2-2. And maybe more goals to come as well. At the moment, we could be seeing extra time. The ball was flowing around midfield for a bit. And then a really poor pass by Dotor. Kulikov capitalised. And it's a chip of the goalkeeper. Cheeky finish. And we've equalised again. For Volson to Cater. And Ring's got behind the defence here. Oh, but Dahlberg has managed to save it. I'm going to do a bit of a change at the back, I think. I'm going to drop it back. 4 minutes of injury time. We're still on attacking. I probably should change that. Okay, it looks like we're going to extra time. We've had 94 minutes. Okay. Extra time it is. Okay, we've still got a couple of changes I think we can make. But we're running out of options. Peters is going to come off and we're going to bring on Elias Hagen. So look, there's been spells in this game where we've had loads of the ball. But at some points, AIK do just end up with a good spell of possession. We're looking at we're level at the moment. It's actually been a very even game. And we're going to go into the second period with the score the same. 1-1, 2-2, sorry. I think we're going to be going to penalties here. Although Hagen's got a free kick here. 110 minutes gone. Headed away by Rodin. And here comes Klinger. We've got two people staying back. Can we deal with this? Klinger's going all by himself here. Oh no, Ring's through. Well, that's it. There's no way we're going to score again now. How has that happened? That Ring was up there like all by himself. Or Klinger was rather. Why did nobody go to the ball? We just allowed him to hold it up. Ring's made the run. How have we allowed that to happen? That is like really, really poor defending. 6 minutes to go with extra time. We're going to lose because of that. That's a really annoying goal to concede. Because there's no way we should be conceding that. There we go. Bollocks. Full time. We've lost. Get out of here. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. We had really good spells of possession there. Our passing was good. We weren't good enough going forwards. And we were lazy at the back. So that was not a good final. There you go. Look, 4 consecutive finals. We've won 2 and we've lost 2. So we're at 50-50 at the moment. That needs to be better. I mean, the good news for AIK is that will get them into the Europa League in this coming season. Hammarby didn't make the Conference League final. They lost 2-0 in the second leg to Roma, so they didn't make it through. Roma did lose the final to Sevilla. Surprise, surprise, Sevilla win a European tournament. But that's the 3rd straight season that a Swedish side's got to at least the semi-finals of the Conference League. Maybe one day one of us will go out there and win the thing. So in terms of coefficients, that puts us on 11 points, gives us 54.3 for next season. West Ham won the Europa League and they defeated Frankfurt in the final, so they get some revenge for 2022. Champions League final is between Real Madrid and PSG. So that does confirm that we will be ahead of Belgium and into 8th place for next season. Doesn't make any difference to our qualification places. There's no difference. But we now have a big gap up to the Netherlands. But they're going to lose a 17-point season. So there's a real chance that we can make up some ground on them if they don't do well in Europe. We might be able to get 7th, but we'll have to wait and see. But unfortunately, it's another cup final defeat. That's 2 in a row now. We need to start winning these games, and that's a game which I feel like we could have and should have won. So that's disappointing. I feel like we should really try and jump ahead to the Malmö game and see if we can get the result there. Because apart from Hammarby and maybe Harken, all these games are games which we should really be winning, and winning pretty easily as well. And, you know, we played so many league games. We just want to breeze through as many as we can, really, and keep the save rolling. So I'm going to try and get to the Malmö game, but I think it will be a case of just trying to play as many games as we can. Get through these league games. Try and stay unbeaten if we can in the league. We did just lose to AIK in the final, but AIK got relegated. How did we lose that? Sorry, AIK got relegated. They're in the Superettan. How did we lose that game? They're in the 2nd tier. I just realised that. I was looking through the league table and I was like, oh wait, AIK weren't there. They got relegated last season and we still lost to them in the final. Look at that. Norrköping and Helsingborg finished 15th and 16th. AIK lost the playoff. AIK, a 2nd tier side, have just won the Swedish Cup, and there's going to be a 2nd tier side in the Europa League. That makes me even more mad. Alright, let's end the video because that's wound me up even more now. The fact that we just lost to a 2nd tier side in the Cup final. I didn't even realise. God damn it. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. Check out the 2nd channel down below, and also the links to Clayts' YouTube video and Jenna's tweets as well, where you can see how they did their AI generated faces for their players, and very much where I've been inspired to do it for myself. Next time we're just going to get through as many league games as we can, and we will you know, see what's going to happen with the European games as well, when they're going to take place, who we could be facing. We'll see that over the next couple of videos definitely, but that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.